So last weekend, my buddy Greg decided to throw one of his infamous themed parties. This time, it was a historically accurate costume party. The invitation said to come as your favorite figure from history, with a stern note, go big or go home. I'll admit, Greg's parties are usually pretty creative, but this time I had a hunch everyone would just show up as a random president and call it a day. Still, I dusted off my stovepipe hat and practiced my best somber Lincoln face, figuring that would at least get me in the door. When I arrived, I was greeted by a sea of Lincolns. Apparently, I was not alone in my thinking. The party looked like a casting call for Lincoln, the musical. There were tall Lincolns, short Lincolns, bearded Lincolns, even a Lincoln with a fake mustache who swore he was deeply misunderstood. Greg, already in character, handed me a name tag that said Abe number 17 and told me the real fun would be the 4-score-and-7-layer dip contest later in the evening. Now, you might think a Lincoln off would be awkward, but somehow it worked. We all stood around, earnestly debating the merits of different kinds of mustache wax and top hat storage techniques. Then the competition began. Lincolns were paired off to create the most historically accurate 7-layer dip, with extra points for any ingredient that had emancipatory flavor. The room devolved into chaos. Black beans were being fiercely debated as a symbol of presidential resolve, and one guy tried to emancipate the cheese layer from the sour cream with a tiny plastic axe. But the real split happened when two Lincolns got into a heated argument over whether guacamole belonged in a historically accurate dip. Suddenly, the Lincolns formed rival parties, the Union, pro-guac, and the Confederacy, anti-guac. Factions were drawn, hats were thrown, and in the end, Greg had to step in and deliver his best Lincoln impression. A house divided over guacamole cannot stand. And that's how we learned the true meaning of the diplomatic compromise of 1865.